Item number: YOS-2565. Object class: Keter, formerly Euclid. Containment procedures: YOS-2565 is uncontainable by any means. Level 4 staff are to track the platform that YOS-2565 currently resides in, and deter civilians to save the character by closing the application itself. Upon no means or instances of YOS-2565 to enter their demonic state, the application is to be closed and stayed off for 4 to 5 hours. Description: YOS-2565 are a group of humanoid demonic figures that have the ability to transport to different sources that revolves around the platform Gacha Life. They resemble a human female with quite pale skin, dark eyes with a red glow, dark hair with cat ears, a maid outfit, dark cat paws, a dark tail, and 2 rows of bat wings with a wingspan of 5 meters. They also hold a weapon with unknown make. YOS-2565 instances disguise themselves as a different person cosplaying as a pink cat, with pink hair, a tail, and paws. They also possess sharp fangs that resemble the felines. Instances show signs of extreme love when they gain contact with a character within the platform, and often at times call them senpai. At this moment, the character is always sentient and will react in 2 ways. The character allows the instance to hang out and love them for long periods of time. Or the character denies the instance's love and tries to get away from it. The instance doesn't seem to show love at all, it seems to be obsessed with the character. If the character denies its obsession with it, it will beg them to love them back, and will pretend to cry so it would convince them to hang out. After these plans don't work, it would show anger and transform into its true shape and become hostile to the character who denied it, and the character has 3 choices. The character has a chance to love them back, which makes them turn back into their disguise and show excitement. The instance kills the character and the character will be unusable at any attempt, and the character will convince the creator to close the platform and leave it off for 4 to 5 hours. Instances of YOS-2565 have the ability to transport the subject into the platform and trap them for long periods of time. The instances have a name that is normally hidden above them that reads Abby Lamington. Researchers take that name and find the person with that particular name, and it was basically a 20-year-old light-skinned human female that seemed to be missing for 2 years. Abby and YOS-2565 instances have a connection between that name, due to the behavior of both of them. In Abby's article, it says,
Abby is a 20-year-old woman who seems to love everybody, and it got so strong that it became an obsession, and is weirded out by many people. She would constantly beg people to be with her for days, and people were sick with her. The woman was missing for 2 years during April 2021. The police went into her home to investigate. They went into her room and checked on her phone that seems to be on a platform called Gacha Life. They didn't see her anywhere and left the house, and she remains missing for a while.
The reading in the article might have meant that Abby was transported into the platform itself and cannot seem to get out. But she decided to remain in the game for the rest of her life, and somehow managed to transform into a demonic entity, being able to disguise herself and make multiple identical replicas of herself, while still having her original personality intact, and will force people inside it to trap them until they love her back and hang out with her. Instances of YOS-2565 are called UwU Cats, meaning that the person has a strong desire to love the person constantly. YOS-2565 can speak full sentences in English, but at some time will vocalize sounds similar to a feline. Addendum: YOS-2565 was discovered when people go missing, and tracks their location, which is the platform Gacha Life they currently reside in. They kept watch of the platform to see any subjects entering it, and went to warn people not to open the platform until they contained them. Addendum 2. Dr. Frank volunteered to enter the game to contain YOS-2565, and remained there for years to keep track of her. They speak in text form.
Hello there.
Senpai.
Whoa, calm down, I need you to come with me.
I'll do anything for you, Senpai.
Alright, come on.
It's assumed that Frank did the job and kept one of them, while there are still a bunch of them out there. YOS-2565 is reclassified as Keter since there is still more roaming in and haunting the game. Testing logs. Multiple tests were planned for the staff entering and interacting with YOS-2565 directly. Here are the tests. Test 1. Dr. Edward went inside the platform and interacted with an instance. He didn't seem to like her behavior and also seemed to think she was taking love too seriously. He denied all of his requests and was terminated shortly after. Test 2. Dr. Larry entered the platform and interacted with YOS-2565. He reacted the same way as Edward, and ran away from her. As he denied, he also was terminated by the entity. Test 3. Jonathan volunteered to enter the platform and directly interacted with the entity. He accepted and hung out with her for days and decided to remain in the platform to keep her in that server to prevent her from transporting. Test 4. Jake volunteered to enter the platform to interact with a YOS-2565 instance. He uses his kindness to her and starts to excite the instance so much that Jake allowed her to kiss him, same as Jonathan. He also resides in the platform for days. Audio log. On July 21, 2022, there was a brief audio pickup from one of the surveillance. The instance and the subject was talking to each other in text form.
Hello senpai.
Hello, I would like to hang out with you.
Oh, you 100% can hang out with me.
Alright, come with me.
Whatever you say senpai.
At this time there are 700 or more instances of YOS-2565 inhabiting the platform at this moment. They are uncontainable by any means.